Hello students, in this class I am going to explain operational amplifier as a adder circuit. In last classes I have covered operational amplifier as a inverting op amp and non-inverting op amp. Now in this class I am going to explain how actually op amp work as an addition circuit or summing circuit. Let's see in step by step. So this is the circuit diagram of operational amplifier as a adder circuit. As we all know that addition is adding one or more quantity together to get the total output. So in this case part of the output is fed back to the input of the op amp to the negative terminal, hence negative feedback we have used here. The positive terminal is grounded and to the negative terminal different voltage sources are connected. Hence this is a inverted operational amplifier acting as a adder circuit. And let's see here, three resistors are connected and which are connected together to the negative terminal of the op amp. This makes the common node. Now three different voltages are connecting together individually. So three different currents is going to passing through three different resistors named as R1, R2, R3. And at the node the part of the output is connected to the input. There current IF, that is feedback current, is flowing, and here the current I is shown towards the op amp circuit. But as we all know that op amp has very high input impedance in terms of infinite, so the current flowing to this op amp is 0, that I is becomes equal to 0. That we'll see in the later stages. Now this is what about the construction of op amp as a adder circuit. As we know addition, so at the output side what we should get, we should get addition of this source, addition of this source, and addition of this source we should get at the output. That is nothing but V1 plus V2 plus V3, so that this operational amplifier should add these all the different sources together to get the V1 plus V2 plus V3. That will be our objectives of this adder circuit. But as we are using here inverting operational amplifier, hence at the output side now minus terminal will show that it is the inverted side. Let's see how actually it works. Now when we are applying a different voltages and when it becomes a common node, this current I is becomes 0 because of infinite resistance offered by the operational amplifier. Now let's use KCL at this node. When we use KCL at this node, let's check the incoming currents. So I1, I2, I3 are the three incoming currents, and outgoing currents are I and IF. In that I will be 0. Let's use this equation to get the output voltages. Before that, here we are using non-inverted terminal is connected to the ground potential. Hence ground potential is nothing but this is at the 0 potential. As we know virtual ground concept, because of that this Vx also becomes 0. So this terminal is also 0 as well as Vx also becomes 0. Now put KCL at this Vx node and try to find out the different currents. Let's write the equation for KCL. when you become, when you write the KCL equation, it becomes I1 plus I2 plus I3, 3 incoming current, that is equal to 2 outgoing current, one is I and another one is IF. Before that, I would like to write here, just now I have explained, as we know virtual ground concept, V plus is equal to V minus. That means whatever voltage at the plus terminal will be same as potential at the negative terminal. That is what written here, V plus is equal to V minus, based on the virtual ground concept. Hence V plus is grounded, that potential is 0, so V minus is also 0. Hence the node Vx is equal to 0. Now incoming current is I1 plus I2 plus I3 and outgoing current from the node is R, I1 and IF. If we apply KCL, that becomes I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is equal to I plus IF. As we know that op amp has very high input impedance, this I becomes 0. Then equation becomes I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is equal to IF. Let's try to put the current equations in terms of Ohm's law. So I1 is equal to, if you want to determine this current I1, then that can be determined with the help of Ohm's law, V1 minus Vx divided by R1. Similarly for I2, V2 minus Vx divided by R2. For I3, it is V3 minus Vx divided by R3. And to determine IF current, that is Vx minus V0. Now try to write those voltage and resistance values in that current equation. So it becomes Vi minus Vx by R1 plus V2 minus Vx divided by R2 plus V3 minus Vx divided by R3. That is equal to I is 0, hence only IF is remaining, Vx minus V0 divided by RF. As we know, because of virtual ground concept, this Vx is 0. Then substitute 0 in this term, so it becomes V1 by V1 minus 0 is V1 by R1, V2 minus 0 is V2 by R2 plus V3 minus 0 by R3 is V3 by R3. Then minus Vx is 0, that is minus V0 by Rf. The same thing is written here, V1 by R1, V2 by R2, V3 by R3, that is equal to minus V0 by Rf. Now simplifying or modifying this equation, send this Rf and negative sign this side, so it becomes Rf divided by R1 into V1 plus Rf divided by R2 into V2, Rf divided by R3 into V3, that is equal to V0. As we know that this is nothing but inverting operational amplifier gain, it is actually. Suppose if we choose resistance Rf and this resistance Rf as well as R1, R2, R3 all are same value, then it becomes same. If it is all are same, then it becomes R, that is nothing but R divided by R. Or suppose if you consider Rf is 4 kilo ohm and R1, R2, R3 is also 4 kilo ohm, 4 by 4 is what? It is 1 only. So R get cancelled. So remaining, what it remains? V0 is equal to minus into bracket V1 plus V2 plus V3. So now operational amplifier is working as a adder circuit. Here it is not working as an amplifier, because with this there is no gain. Gain is 1 now, it is unity gains, hence only it adds the source voltage together and you are going to get addition at the output, and negative indicates that it is inverting operational amplifier, that means inverting amplifier. And now this same equation can be written in other way, or is this same circuit can be used for other features also. How? If you make R1 is not equal to R2, R2 is not equal to R3 and R3 is not equal to Rf, then what happens? Obviously here factor come into picture, that RF divided by R1 you can say A, RF divided by R2 you can say B, RF divided by R3 you can say C, some factors. So A into V1, B into V2 plus C into V3, that indicates what? That means now that circuit is acting as a scaling amplifier. That means gain will come into the picture. In the initial case it is 1, now it is some other value. That time it working as a adder cum amplifier, that is scaling circuit. It acts as a scaling circuit. So and the same circuit can be used in two ways based on these resistors R1, R2, R3 and RF value. If you keep all these resistance values same, then that circuit acts like a addition circuit. Now you may ask question yourself that where I will use this type of circuit. In most of the audio signals, to add different audio signals we use this adder circuits. For audio mixing signals, many where we use in a digital pictures or digital sound, there whatever to add some different signals, we use this particularly adder circuit, which adds the different signal sources to get some particular desired sound. So this is the application of adder circuit. So I hope this is very simple. Just go through one by one step, try to analyze it, try to understand it, then it becomes very simple circuit. I hope you have understood. Thank you.